Radhika Das and I will be taking you through the top stories today. We have Rebel Foods, Bounce and Ola grabbing the headlines. The Unicorn Club opens the door to yet another startup this week. Cloud kitchen startup Rebel Foods has raised $175 million in Series F funding round. Qatar Investment Authority led the round and existing investors, that is Kochu and Evolvence, also participated. The firm is now valued at $1.4 billion. It is also eyeing an IPO in the next 12 to 18 months. Soon to be a unicorn, Bounce is going to transition to an EV startup entirely. It has launched an independent entity called the Zoo Inc., which will transform existing scooters into electric scooters. 100 scooters have already been piloted by the company, and it is in plans to expand its fleet to 10,000 scooters this year. Ride-hailing giant Ola is now venturing into the used cars segment. It wants to enable customers to buy new and used cars on its Ola app. The Bengaluru-based company is looking to grow the reach of its vehicle commerce platform, that is Ola Cars, to 100 cities by next year. Ola Cars will be offering a range of services such as purchase, finance and insurance, registration, maintenance, among others.
Well, on this very special show, I have with me Malika Sudani from the Moms Co. She's been in news because there's been a very big deal. It is a big deal. Of course, the MyGlam Group, that's the Good Glam Group now that it's called, has acquired the Moms company. And we have Malika with us to discuss the same. Thanks, Malika, for joining us today on the Daily Dispatch. It's a 500 crore deal, according to a lot of reports that I've been reading. Tell us a little bit about how this deal really worked out and what it really means for the Moms Co.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you for having me. I think we're all very excited at the Moms Co about the deal. We started chats with the group almost about 3 months back. And, when we went ahead, I think by the time of the fundraise, the most important thing that we had was we were looking out for basically a lot of distribution for the company, right? Because we really think that distribution was the most important thing for D2C brands going forward. And while we did that, we spoke to a lot of traditional FMCG firms and them as well. And eventually, I think what we learned from the group was that they have built a beautiful ecosystem of content to commerce. And it was just amazing for us to see that the values with them match so much in terms of both D2C, the growth mindset, and as well as from the retail presence. So that is what we decided, that we decided to go ahead with them and do a tie-up along with them.
Right. So tell us the way forward now that you're part of the larger umbrella. There are a couple of brands that are under the Good Glam Group. We've seen Baby Chakra as a recent acquisition just before the Moms Co was announced. So tell us a little bit about what that means and how it will help the Moms Co going forward.
So, immediately we kind of get an access to their entire retail network and the, over 100 million people that they have access to, right, across their platforms from Baby Chakra and Plixo. I think it's just amazing to have that. The Moms Co by its own reach had about 2 million users till about some time back. Now we get access to over 100 million with the entire platforms that the Good Glam Group has. Along with that, from a retail presence that we had about 1,500, they are present in over 25K stores, right? So then immediate access to a lot of retail distribution and a lot of content distribution online is what we immediately get. We continue to work as an independent entity, but of course, we'll be leveraging out on a lot of the group's assets.
Right. There is a 500 crore number that I've seen in terms of a revenue run rate that you're working with. So what are you going to be putting into place to achieve these kind of numbers?
Yeah, this is a very nice and interesting and steep target that we've set for ourselves as well. But I think, Moms Co was always on a path of growing 2x year on year, and we have done that throughout. And we want to continue our journey through marketplaces and our own website going forward as well, right? So the growth trajectory that Moms Co would have been on its own continues. What we get from them, as I said, is the leverage to a huge distribution offline and a huge distribution of content and, a lot of customers from their platforms. And that's what we are sort of going to bet big on to kind of accelerate the growth and reach the 500 crore mark in the next 2 years.
Is there some sort of fund infusion planned in the company as a part of this overall deal? And if you could tell us a little bit about how you'd be using funds to expand capacity, also to expand to different categories, what is your take on that?
Sure, there's also a fresh infusion that's happening as a part of the round. And we're going to be using the funds to sort of also expand the team, right? Like as we're trying to achieve a very big number, we're looking at a lot of hires to happen over the next couple of months. What we're also going to use the money for is in, of course, setting up a huge distribution and advertising arm. We're in the process of redoing our architecture on the brand and kind of recreating a new narrative for the Momsco. While that also happens, we'll sort of use the money for marketing and for the team building as well.
In terms of new categories, what's planned in the pipeline? What can we expect?
So Priya, in the last couple of months, over the last 9 months, we did foray into the personal care segment and with a very strong focus on moms as our TG, right? So I think the consumer over the last year, we noticed had a huge change in the way they were shopping online. They were getting used to different concepts, different ingredients, and different concerns. And I strongly feel that the consumer in India is currently going through its own understanding of skincare, right? And as they evolve, we wanted to evolve with them, which is where we forayed into personal care about 9 months back. We've just recently launched a lot of problem-solving products for the consumers. What we're looking to do is sort of expand and go deeper in penetration and kind of get a lot more customers to adopt the Momsco over the next couple of years. In terms of fresh categories, we don't have anything fresh that we're looking at for now. But then again, only time would tell, because I think with the growth that D2C has seen, there is newer aspects that constantly keep building up.
Right. A final question before I let you go on the festive season. The festive season is just about here, and we're seeing a lot of traction in the offline as well as the online space. So what kind of expectations do you have for the festive season?
So we have very high expectations. In fact, last month before the deal even closed, our retail presence sort of expanded largely, and the retail revenue grew exponentially to about 4x from what it was last time, right? So we're kind of looking to expand into retail and grow the online presence as well. I think the festive season is here, and the moat is very, very good this time after the COVID and people being at home for the last 2 years. So we're very excited and looking forward to the festive season.
All right, Mallika, on that note, we wish you all the very best. Thank you very much for being a part of the Daily Dispatch. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you.
That's a wrap for today. Have a good day and stay safe.